trillion-dollar, billion-dollar companies that started in the 1600s, 1700s that are still around, and they benefited and profited immensely from that.
What if it's a company that never had slaves? Should they pay reparations?
No, not that the company had slaves, but we had companies that insured slaves. You had companies that transported slaves.
But what if it's a company that did none of it? Should they pay?
No, if they didn't have anything to do with chattel slavery, no, they shouldn't.
Neither did I.
Companies that should.
But let me say this.
But if your grandfather was here in the United States, I don't know. You said you from Canada. I don't know. We not worried about it. We worried about the people.
What if your grandfather was a slave owner and mine wasn't?
My grandfather was.
What if he was? But what if he was?
Because my grandfather was a sharecropper in Plaquemine, Louisiana, in a little small town called Bayagula. So he was 2 generations removed from slavery. So I know I have a root in slavery.
Okay.
Somebody owned my great-great-grandfather.
What if I have no root in slavery?
Well, you don't own nothing. You don't owe anything. Your grandfather, if your grandfather's from Canada, he wasn't down.
All right, so check it out. Everything that we know about black, the word black, was a construct that was made to put us in an unfavorable position in law. This is what this is, bro. We've been talking about genealogy. We've been talking about everything that affects us today that all stems from this. So the truth of the matter is, if you do your genealogy, you will find that the majority of white people, what they call white people today, were not in this country prior to the Civil War. And the ones that were definitely not in a power position when it comes to slavery. You ain't got to take my word for it. Do your genealogy. And if any of y'all who want to challenge what I'm saying and have a debate, you know we down. But first, I want you to debate with this source from Benjamin Franklin in 1751. This is what he had to say. So he say, which leads me to add one remark, that the number of purely white people in the world is proportionally very small. All Africa is black or tawny. Asia, chiefly tawny. America, exclusive of the newcomers, wholly so. And in Europe, the Spaniards, Italians, French, Russians, and Swedes are generally of what we would call a swarthy complexion, as are the Germans also. The Saxons only excepted, who with the English make the principal body of white people on the face of the earth. That's what Benjamin Franklin had to say, bro. So this 1751 observations concerning the increase of mankind, you can look this up for free right now. And like I say, do your genealogy. It may save your life.